New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Good evening, and welcome to New Thought Media's evening prayer. I am Reverend Dr. Sharri Johnson, and I am a member of the New Thought Media prayer team. We are a group of ministers and practitioners from around the world who have made a commitment to be here twice a day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, for just one reason. And that reason is to pray with you, for you, and about you. So, there are some things we want to make sure you know that we know. For instance, there is no such thing as a silly prayer. There never has been, there never could be anything that was too big or too little to pray about. Secondly, right on the tails of that, there's a really good chance, in fact, I would call it a high probability, that you're going to have a prayer request that does not occur at 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Not to worry, we have you covered. We have a special email address, prayer@ntmedia.org. It's available 24/7, 365, and its whole purpose is to make it possible for you, whenever that prayer request strikes your head or your heart, to shoot us an email and let it go, because it's taken care of. And one of the reasons we are able to do that, and all of the other wonderful things that New Thought Media does, is because of the people who find our website, ntmedia.org, locate that lovely little donate button and click on it. This gives us the power to expand our reach, to expand the teachings of New Thought literally around the globe. So we are very, very appreciative of your generosity, not just your financial generosity, which is important, but also your love and your prayers. And we return that love at least 110%. So what we offer here at New Thought Media are called affirmative prayers. And what that means is that we don't beg God for anything. We don't try to change God's mind about how the universe works. We understand that there is genuinely only one reason for prayer. And that reason is to change the conscious awareness of the person doing the praying. For that reason, not only do we pray affirmative prayers, but we pray them in the first person so that you can listen in the first person with the ears of your heart and hear these prayers, these words that are spoken as if they were rising in your own consciousness. That lets the prayer become your prayer, and you become the prayer who receives the benefit of the prayer. So, we're going to start, as we always do, with a little reading. This evening's prayer reading is from Ernest Holmes' First Daily Reader, 365 Science of Mind, and it is the reading from July 18th. The title is, I Am Warmed by the Love of God. I picked it because it's kind of chilly here, and I like the idea of being warmed by the love of God. It has been truly said that love is the lodestone of life, the treasure of earth, and the highest gift of heaven. We all wish to feel that we are kept in the arms of love, protected by its shelter and warmed by its feeling. But someone might ask, how do we really know that the universe rests on the shoulders of love? The answer is simpler than it might appear. For instance, no one is ever harmed by love. The more love there is in our life, the better off we are. While the opposite of love, which is hate and dislike, can actually consume us mentally and destroy our health physically. If then love builds up while its opposite destroys, we may be certain that there is a universal reality to it, that we actually are immersed in an infinite love as well as a divine wisdom. And we must learn to feel the presence of this love and rely on it. Therefore, let us say daily, I am one with the love of God. I am one in the love of God with all people. My love goes out to everyone, and I know that it is returned from everyone. Overlooking everything that might seem to deny this divine beneficence, I trust that infinite love will guide and protect me in everything. Excuse me. And I counsel my own soul to show forth this love in such a manner that it shall embrace and warm the heart of humanity, bringing a confidence and trust and faith and hope to everyone it touches. Daily, I affirm that love governs all of humanity into pathways of peace and joy. Daily, I affirm that love goes before me and makes my way plain and happy. And daily, I affirm that my own love is renewed and rekindled by that great and vast love in which I am immersed, that love that is God. We don't really need a treatment after that, do we? But we're going to have one anyway. So I invite you to just relax, trust your chair to support you. Let all of your attention be focused on hearing and feeling the power and the truth of the words that are spoken, and allowing the prayer to become your prayer. If it's comfortable, close your eyes. And if it's not, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter a bit. So here we go. There is only one presence. There is only one power. There is only one mind. There is only one life in the universe, and it is all God, unlimited, infinite, perfect, and whole. This life is unified and harmonic. It is an intelligent system of cause and effect. It cannot be antagonistic towards itself, and there is no other to oppose it. I am completely immersed in this life, totally one with the one mind of God, and absolutely animated by the life of God. All that God is, I am. Every attribute of God is a part of me. I am whole and perfect because God is that one life that is my life. It always has been, and it always will be. Every part of me is part of God. So every part of me is made of love. Every part of me pulses with life. Every part of me glows with the grace of God. I know this as absolute truth. And I know that that truth applies to every person, every place, every experience I ever have or ever will encounter. I am constantly, consciously aware of the presence of God in me, around me, and as me. And as everyone I meet, in every event I experience. Love informs my every decision. So seeking and recognizing the divine in every interaction is my natural response to any perceived challenge or conflict. I live from a heart of compassion that holds every creation tenderly, that nurtures every being, starting with myself. I am so grateful to know this truth, to feel this connection to all that is, and to be the point where God gives the gift I was created to express. With the absolute certainty that divine law must fulfill my word, I release it now. So it is, so I let it be, so I celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope that this has been the perfect way to wrap up your day and that it will lead to the best night's rest ever. I also hope you will come back again and again and again, because New Thought Media Network is way more than just a morning and evening prayer kind of place. We've got something for everybody. For instance, showing you the schedule now, on Sundays, we have 6 different centers that live stream their services to New Thought Media. And we have 3 more who record them for later broadcast, because when they're recording them, somebody else is already doing live broadcast. I love that there's not quite enough New Thought Media Network to go around. We are growing and growing and growing, and you are in large part responsible for that, and we appreciate it. On Tuesdays around lunchtime, if you don't have anything terribly important to do, I have a program. It's an interview program called Global Focus Today, where I interview focus ministers from around straight across the New Thought movement. And a focus minister, as you might surmise, is a minister who doesn't have a brick and mortar pulpit or a congregation. And the reason for that is that spirituality is like everything else in the universe. It's always expanding, it's always evolving, it's always changing. And that means that there are at least as many spiritual paths on this planet as there are people on this planet. And if we're going to be able to serve their spiritual growth, we've got to be versatile. That's where focus ministry comes in. So I'm determined to get every focus minister on the planet onto my show sooner or later. And it's always interesting. It's always entertaining. Focus ministers do all kinds of things. I have one who only does memorials. I have three. One person alone and one that's a duet who do comedy. Their ministry is comedy. You laugh till tears roll down your cheeks, and then you go, ooh, I hadn't considered that before. I have several who are musicians who just, you have to hold on to your chair and you float away while they're singing. And then you go, ooh, I hadn't considered that before. We have ministers who only work with children or only with the unhoused or only with incarcerated people. We have ministers who only work with animals, and they are really interesting too. And we have ministers who have ministries that are just absolutely unique. And you have to see it to believe it. For me, the bonus is that I have never failed to learn something I didn't know from one of my guests. Every one of them knows that I think a day is wasted if I didn't learn something. So when they learn something, they save it up for the next time they're on my show so they can share it with me. And that means you're likely to learn something too. And I guarantee you'll be entertained. So join us on Tuesdays at lunchtime. And in the meantime, have a great night's sleep. And I hope I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.
On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.